Best friend stole money from me but wants to stay friends. I have been best friends with Jake for nearly a decade. We met in college, became inseparable, and even moved in together for a few years after graduation. About 6 months ago, Jake ran into some financial trouble. He lost his job and was struggling to pay rent, so I covered for him, fully expecting that he'd pay me back once he got back on his feet. A few months passed, and he finally found a new job. I didn't pressure him about the money, but I assumed he'd bring it up himself. Instead, I noticed he started going out more, buying new clothes, upgrading his gaming setup, and even taking a weekend trip with some new friends. I felt weird about it but didn't want to jump to conclusions. Then, last week, I was checking my bank statements and saw a few small withdrawals that I didn't recognize. At first, I thought I was just forgetting something, but then I noticed a larger withdrawal, one I knew I hadn't made. I dug deeper and realized that someone had been taking small amounts from my account over the past few months, adding up to nearly $2,000. I confronted Jake about it, and after some denial, he finally admitted that he had used my debit card without my permission. He said he was desperate and planned to pay me back but didn't know how to tell me. He swore that he only did it because he knew I would help him if he asked, but he felt ashamed. I was furious. This wasn't just about money, it was about trust. I told him to pack his stuff and leave my apartment that night. He begged me to reconsider, saying he made a mistake but that I was his only real friend. He's been texting me constantly, apologizing and saying he'll pay me back in full if I give him another chance. Now, I don't know what to do. This is someone I considered family, someone who was there for me through breakups, job changes, and everything in between. Part of me wants to forgive him, but another part of me wonders if I'll ever be able to trust him again. Did he only confess because he got caught? Would he have ever told me if I hadn't noticed? Am I overreacting by cutting him off completely? Or am I being naive by even considering keeping him in my life?